There are two homes in the same neighborhood and one sells immediately while another one seems to sit on the market for months. And what's the difference? My name is Erik Brown, and today we're going to walk through what makes a property sell right away, what makes a property get stuck, and how does pricing come into that play. So there's a number of strategies that make this happen in any given micro neighborhood and here in West Hollywood, and I want us to dive into it right now. So the first thing that I would mention that makes one home sell and one home not sell is completely on the onus of the agent if you have one, or in reality, what is your marketing plan, your promotional concept. I know that we use what we call 50 points of marketing, where we will do 50 different concepts to really push and advertise a home. A weak marketing plan will not get a home the exposure that it wants, and so then it's much harder to sell, versus a home that has an excellent marketing plan will be able to really get the exposure it needs to try and drive multiple buyers, to get multiple offers, and drive your price up.
A lot of homeowners think putting a home on the MLS is marketing, and it's not. It's really distribution. Real marketing is positioning, it's storytelling, it's psychology. It's making buyers emotionally feel something that before they ever walk through the front door. Today, buyers don't just buy homes, they buy aspiration, they buy a lifestyle, they buy identity. And the truth is, every home has competition. Not just the house down the street, not just the one in the same price range. Every buyer is also comparing your home to staying where they are, renting, waiting on interest rates, moving to another neighborhood, or buying a completely different style of property. So your marketing has to cut through all of that noise, and that starts with photography. Bad photos can make a beautiful home feel forgettable, and great photography creates emotion, scale, warmth, and curiosity. Buyers should feel compelled to see the home in person after seeing the photos. Then comes video. Video allows buyers to emotionally connect before they ever step foot inside, and it gives a rhythm to the home. It creates energy. It tells the story of what life feels like living there. After that, there's copywriting. Most listing descriptions are painfully generic. Stunning, beautiful, must-see. These are all words that are used, and that language disappears on the internet. The best marketing creates a narrative. It creates intrigue. It creates memorability. And beyond that, there's then the exposure strategy. And these are going to include tools like social media, email campaigns, agent outreach, broker opens, open houses, targeted digital advertising, neighborhood marketing, database marketing, sphere of influence, luxury syndication, YouTube, Google, private networks, and the list goes on. A great listing isn't just uploaded, it's launched. Because if buyers don't emotionally connect with your home, they don't schedule a showing. And if they don't schedule a showing, you never even get the opportunity to negotiate on offers. That's why promotion matters so much. Not because marketing alone sells homes, but because marketing creates attention, and attention creates opportunity.
So the second big item that helps a home to sell or hurts another home from selling is the way that you position your product. So the actual condition of the property itself. The more renovations or improvements that you do, even just something as simple as declutter and depersonalize, will help a home drastically compared to a home that does none of these things. So finding the right mix between spend versus home condition can really affect the bottom line and how quickly you sell.
Now let's talk about product. And this one can be emotional for sellers, because what feels normal to us as homeowners often does not feel normal to a home buyer. Buyers walk into a home looking for reasons to eliminate it. That's just reality. So when a home feels dark, cluttered, dated, overly personalized, or poorly maintained, buyers begin mentally calculating work, stress, and expense. And the moment that happens, emotion drops. The best homes on the market are not always the most expensive homes. They're the homes that feel the easiest to say yes to. And that's why preparation for a seller matters. Lighting matters, paint, flooring, smells, landscaping, furniture placement, all of these things matter. Even simple things, fresh towels, clean windows, decluttering countertops, proper staging, removing oversized furniture, creating or exposing natural light. All of these things can completely change the emotional response buyers have inside a home. And here's something important. Buyers today are extremely visual and comparison driven. They've looked at dozens, sometimes hundreds of homes online before ever stepping inside of yours. So if your home feels almost ready, buyers will usually move toward the one that feels fully ready. And that doesn't always mean spending massive money. Sometimes positioning a home is just strategic. It can be paint, staging, landscaping, some upgraded hardware, maybe some cosmetic updates, better organization, and better flow. The goal is not perfection. The goal is emotional clarity. You want buyers walking in and immediately understanding, this is where I could live. And when homes are positioned correctly as a product, something powerful happens. Buyers stop focusing on the flaws and start focusing on possibility. And that changes everything.
Now a quick break. If you want a more comprehensive breakdown of these two communities or cities, I invite you to download our free guide, West Hollywood Essentials. It breaks out neighborhoods, communities, values, insights, and tips that you're going to find really valuable if you're thinking about buying or selling in the area. Now, let's get back to the video.
So the last but probably most important piece of what makes one home sell and another home not sell is going to be the pricing strategy. And I've talked about this in many a video, but the breakdown is basically the better you price, the more likely that you're going to have buyers that are coming and having interest. And so the pricing strategy that you select absolutely matters.
Finally, let's talk about price. And this is where strategy becomes incredibly important, because price is not just a number. Price is marketing. Price determines who sees the home, how many buyers engage, how long the home sits, whether urgency exists, and whether competition forms. And one of the biggest misconceptions sellers have is, if we price higher, we can always come down later. In reality, the market usually punishes overpriced homes. Why? Well, because buyers watch everything. They know price reductions. They know days on market. They know when something sits too long. And when a listing lingers, buyers start asking, what's wrong with it? Momentum really matters in real estate. The first 2 weeks of a listing are often the most important window that a seller will ever have. That's when the listing is fresh, buyers are paying attention, agents are curious, and urgency can form. If a home is priced strategically, something amazing can happen. You create competition. And competition changes buyer behavior. Buyers move faster, they become emotional, they stretch themselves, they write stronger terms. That's why sometimes pricing slightly below the perceived market ceiling can actually create a stronger final outcome than pricing aggressively high. You're not trying to give the home away, you're trying to create energy. And ultimately, the market decides value. Not Zillow, not emotion, not what neighbor hopes for 6 months ago. The market tells us value through buyer behavior. Showings, phone calls, open house traffic, online saves, second showings, and offers. Those are the signals. And the best pricing strategies are not emotional, they're responsive. Because in the end, the goal is not simply to list the home. The goal is to create demand. And when price, product, and promotion all align, that's when homes sell powerfully, quickly, and for top dollar.
So as you are considering selling in West Hollywood and surrounding, your strategy is absolutely going to come into play. When you have homes that are in the exact same pocket, you have competition, and the way that you price and the way that you position your home and the way that you design your marketing plan all matters. If you want a personalized plan that maps out those 3 steps and more, I would encourage you to reach out. It would be great to touch base, and I would love to have you visit our West Hollywood Essentials Guide, because it's going to give you all of the information that you need for confidence and clarity. Until then, this is Erik Brown, and we'll see you on the next video.